Good afternoon and welcome to America's Home Cooking. One of my sons is going to be helping me today, so you're going to see us both moving in the kitchen. And what we're going to be making is something very different from what you're accustomed to when I mention tuna salad. It's not what you think it is. This is a tuna salad with hard cooked eggs, radishes, and capers. So we're going to be making different salads, like I said, that you can maneuver with, all right? So you're going to see him doing some prepping while I get other stuff going here. And he'll have his opinion apron on, so we're not going to give our opinion because he says it's not in the recipe. Okay? All right, you're going to need 1/4 of a cup of finely chopped onion, and then you'll be adding olive oil to it. Now I'm going to be telling them as well. All right, so you chop 1/4 of a cup of onion, and you're going to put 2 tablespoons of olive oil with it in a measuring cup that can go into the microwave, because we're going to microwave it for 2 whole minutes, and then we have to cool it. I'll get the measuring cups. And they want it minced. No, yeah, you're right. Go on. Put this inside. No, don't you dare. Cut it in half now. No, I need this for my stock. Okay, I'll take the other half of the onion and put it up. That should be a 1/4 when you're done. You should get a 1/4 of a cup if you don't leave the other part.
Okay.
No, you're supposed to leave that on so it doesn't come apart, Sean. Remember, you have to leave the roots intact.
It's always a little bit.
See, when you hold it like that, it doesn't come undone.
Right.
Nope, take that layer off. It's turning into skin. Take the next layer off. Until you get moisture, you keep on peeling. Nope, it's still. Okay, you're going to use this whole onion. That's the silk of the onion. Okay. Nope, you're going to have to do slices now, and you're going to have to hold them together. See, that's why I'm here. Make sure he gets this done right. This is the 1/4 line right here on the bottom.
Well, you've had that purse for a long time.
Oh, I think about 40 years. That doesn't make it. You have another one here. Press it down. Nope, you're gonna need more. Maybe half of what you have there. No.
I was really going to take that off.
So take this whole onion, because this onion is getting ready for winter. You see these skins?
Yeah.
When you peel that many off, you know you're gonna have a cold winter. There, now see? It doesn't let go. No, don't cut all the way through, because you're going to hold it. Now turn it, and you see how nice it holds together? That's why you do it.
Even I make mistakes too. Yes.
And that'll give us 1/4 of a cup. And you're going to need 2 tablespoons of olive oil stuck into it. Okay, that's it. Put them all in. That'll pretty much cover us for what we need. So you pack it tight. When you pack on one side, you don't get the right measurements. Okay, you need 2 tablespoons of oil. Then you're gonna go take it to the microwave and press for 2 minutes. 2 tablespoons.
I like the color of it. It's nice.
Hold on. They want to see what you're doing.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
I put 2 of these. Yeah.
2 tablespoons, that's what you use. Okay, microwave for 2 minutes. And we'll have to let that cool. Now you need a strain, all right. You need, let me read this to you. You are going to need 18 ounces of solid white tuna in water. What we're going to do is you need a strainer. Small one should be fine. Yeah.
This size.
Yes, you're going to strain, and I had to buy 5 cans of tuna to get this. No, we're going to do it over the sink. We don't want the water from it.
You start opening it up.
Yes, and dump it into the strainer in the sink because it's going to be going down the sink. It's still cold.
What's wrong? It's not cold?
It's getting there. Is there any fluid in these things?
No, there's not.
Okay.
I mean, there is very, very little.
Well, good. I don't have to use 5 of them. I use 4 of them.
Because I thought there was going to be, usually when I open up a tuna can, there's generally fluid, but there's hardly any. And I'm like,
Okay.
which ones did you get?
These were chicken of the sea. Now, I bought chicken of the sea, solid tuna, because if you read all the ingredients, this only carries white tuna. That's all it has in it. It has nothing else in it. If you read the other ones, you will find out that they add other stuff. They add dolphin to it, and also if you have that funny taste, that's what you get. Now, leave that in the sink, and they want you to press that to get as much fluid out as you can.
By the way, when I put these tuna in the strainer, not a lot of fluid came out, hardly any. Even I was a little surprised.
Then you're going to take a paper towel and just dab the top. Press dry with a paper towel. Oh, we're going to need a bowl now. Okay, here, in the bowl.
Put the tuna in the bowl?
Yep. Now the onion and olive oil, they want you to put on the side and chill. So I'm just going to leave it over here until we're ready for it. You've got a lot of chopping to do next. Just start reading down the lines. See? This is what you're going to be doing. All that's going to go together.
First off, I gotta get the.
You've got to start in.
You gotta get the celery rib.
All right, get a celery rib. Now, a celery rib is just one of the ribs on it. When you say a head of celery, it's the whole celery. But this is called a rib, so you know the proper terminologies on it, okay? We're going to be adding everything into this. They want one rib. Work on the rib first before you get anything else done. And they want that minced.
Just like the onion.
Yes.
My mom calls me the master mincer. I can mince anything small.
And you just add it into the tuna. We're going to be adding everything into this tuna bowl. I am going to get plates ready. Okay, now you have 2 radishes. You're going to need to take the top and the root off of it. Let me throw it over here because it's going in the stock.
I was actually going to read the instructions what to do with this.
Hey, you can read the instructions. I'm telling you how to prepare them before you get to that part because they're not going to tell you to do that. Now go read the instructions. Now, they want you to do what?
Half and trim thin slice.
Yes. When you half a radish, always go from the top to the bottom and then thin slice it. Throw it in the bowl. Capers. Oh yeah, Sean can reach him. I can't reach him. He'll go. While he's cutting that, I'm going to measure out 1/4 of a cup of capers. Capers are little flowers. These things are so expensive. need you to climb up there and get capers for me. Wait, you just reach out. Right up there. See, the jar? That's me. See, it's always great to have a tall son. Saves you a lot of footwork.
I'll open it for you.
No, here. See, did you get it?
Yeah.
Okay, you need 1/4 cup of capers, and he is going to mince these as soon as I can get it.
I like how everything is minced so that it's really going to blend well with the tuna and all the other and the ingredients. So nothing's
There
going
you
to stand
are.
out.
See, they're not all mincing, are they?
Nope. You have to do it a couple of times.
Okay, that's about as much mincing as you're gonna
Yeah.
get. All right. What they want you to do with you need 2 hard-boiled eggs.
I'm putting this in.
Yes, it's all going in.
Wow.
It's all going in. And they want it sliced thin. So
The eggs?
the eggs have to be sliced thin, and you need 2 of them.
Oh, just imagine it was a little more. Yeah.
Yeah, I left
good.
it in longer. No, it'd be this way because you'd have the rings on it.
How?
You want a smaller knife?
Yes, that's a big knife.
I know.
That's a really big knife. This is where you gotta go from big knives
No,
to
you
small
have to.
knives.
This-
I like all 10 of my extensions.
Let me throw those in as well. Well, you're not doing it? Okay. Okay, I'm going to be talking here. If you buy radishes with their leaves and they're green, you can throw them into a salad. They're just as good like any other green.
See, now we gotta get the lemon juice.
Now the lemon juice, we roll the lemon. You're gonna have to use your eyes for this. How much do they want? 2 teaspoons of lemon juice?
You don't have any liquid lemon juice to measure out?
You're going to do this. What you're going to do is usually a half a lemon will give you about 2 teaspoons, maybe a little more. All right, so put it down the middle. All right, now you're going to hold this like this. And you push this into the center here and get juice. And you should get 2. It's a little dry, so we might use the whole lemon. But watch the juice that comes out of it. All right. Don't worry about them. Do the other half as well. When you're done, just throw it over there. I can't use that anymore. That'll give us what we need. All right, you're going to need measuring spoons next, and you're going to need a half a teaspoon of sugar and a half a teaspoon of salt. Salt, sugar. Here's your sugar. He's putting in a half a teaspoon of salt right now. And he's going to be adding a half a teaspoon of sugar. What's next? I think your pepper.
Yes, 1/2 teaspoon of pepper.
You have to get the
More
more.
than that's all. I like the more and pesto. This is my favorite. I have to say, honestly, I do like it.
You're also going to be adding the onion mixture and 6 more tablespoons of olive oil. You're going to need 2 of these lettuce heads. That's not enough. I hope I have enough. That's a half a teaspoon of pepper that he's grinding and he's going to throw in there. What do you put in next? The onions.
The onions, yes.
Here. You put them here, remember?
Got some. Can I use my hand?
You can use your hand or a spoon, whatever you want.
Well, the onions and olive oil really mixed together.
Add everything into the, 6 tablespoons of oil. You need now 6 tablespoons of oil because you need a half a cup, which was 8 tablespoons. Now you need 6 tablespoons into it.
Uno, due, tre, quattro, cinque, sei.
You need a spoon to mix it. That's it. Now, isn't this an easy recipe? I hope you heard all the ingredients. See, you made a vinaigrette instead of having it with mayonnaise,
Mayonnaise,
this
yeah.
time.
I noticed that.
Okay, we'll get the plates out. mixed.
It's mixed. I want it really, just in case there's anything in the bottom. That's what I'm trying to get it up.
Hold on, hold on. You got it.
Yeah.
That is the salad. Now I'm going to show you how we're going to serve it. Okay. No, you got to clean this whole counter. Wipe it down. Because we're going to use a towel and dry the lettuce. The reason you wipe the counter off because it's dirty, and if you sit there and take it to the table, you're just going to dirty your table. Lay this out because we're going to have to pat these dry. This is 2 bibs lettuce. I wanted Boston. Okay.
Not too hard. Just trying to get as much of the excess water off of it possible. Not too hard.
Well, the towel should be wet on the other side. Yep. Now you're coarsely going to chop this. You don't want it real fine because if you chop it real fine, it's going to get lost in the salad. So make sure it's chunky. All right?
Okay.
Now, what am I serving this with? I have sourdough bread that I pulled out of the freezer. All right, now what you're going to do is divide it up into 3 parts. Put it in the center out, because we're going to stack the tuna on top of it. What you try to do is keep it in the rim right here. Okay. Okay, a big mistake that people make when they do things like this is they'll take the food out to the outer edge like this. What you do is you try to contain it in this area, right like this, okay? Now, they said this was set for 4, all right? But there's 3 of us. And you put this in the center, okay? Get the other one so we can finish this. See how nice that looks? You want to do the next 2?
Of course.
All right, make sure you divide it equally. You saw how I left the greens around the edges, and you notice how I didn't pull them way over to the edge? Kept it in the middle. And that's what you want to do. Keep it in the middle, it will fall towards the edges and stuff. Now, you want to divide the rest of it?
Yeah. So I'm going to divide this.
Okay. Like I told you, this is sourdough bread. I usually make a lot of it at once, and that's what we're going to serve with it. But listen, rolls would go very, very nice with this. I'm not going to lie to you. Crescent rolls would be fantastic with this. French bread would be nice with this. You cannot go wrong. All right, we need to cut some bread here.
Definitely the bread knife.
Now, I strongly recommend that you toast your bread, or you can broil it, have it crunchy like a cracker going next to this. If you wish to have crackers, you can, but I'd rather not unless I'm making them. Okay, so my son's going to show you how he cuts his bread, and I'll be at the toaster toasting. How many pieces do you want to give everybody?
I think 2 should be sufficient.
Very good. And do you know at one time women had to cut the bread at least a half an inch and she could get 20 slices out of it and you only got 1 slice per meal? Because bread was not, we need 1 more and that's it. So that's a little history on bread. Sourdough always cracks on the top, don't worry about it.
As you can see, when I'm starting, initially I'm not putting pressure onto the cut.
Put this. Hot pepper. I snacked. Well, that's it for us. So listen, you take care and have a great day. Bye-bye.